Thank you all for coming today. I have some very important news to share with you. As many of you know, I talked about a couple of weeks ago that President Trump was submitting a budget to Congress. And in that budget, he was asking for the elimination of AmeriCorps funding. Many of you were alarmed, and you had reason to be alarmed. However, I did explain at that time that the budget that he submitted was more of a draft, and it was more aspirational, because that drafted budget had to go to Congress. It had to go through the Appropriations Committee, through both chambers, the House and the Senate. And in both the House and the Senate, our program, AmeriCorps, has substantial bipartisan support with the Republicans as well as the Democrats. I also told you a couple weeks ago that we are working with an organization called Voices for National Service. And they've been taking the lead in lobbying Congress to support national service. And they've done a tremendous job. Because over the last couple of weeks, they've been working together on appropriations and on the budget. And while they decided not to eliminate funding, but they did decide to cut funding by 25%, which is substantial. And what that has done is that made us applying for a grant much more competitive. Because in a normal year, when we apply for a grant to AmeriCorps, only 30% of those who apply will receive the grant. With the 25% cut, it was going to be more like 15%. So it was going to be very competitive. So I just got off the phone with our funder, and unfortunately, they have told me that we will not be receiving our funding for the next 3 years. And I know this is very devastating news to all of you. It is devastating news to me. They did let us know that we had a very strong program, that they just had a program review last year, and we had very high marks, as well as high marks from our independent evaluator. However, they decided to fund the larger programs in AmeriCorps' portfolio because of their funding cut. So we lost the programs like FEMA Corps, Vet Corps, City Year, Teach for America, the largest programs. Now, over the last 3 years, all of you have worked hard on College Access Corps. We've recruited 175 AmeriCorps members who served in over 100 schools in Washington, Oregon. Our AmeriCorps members recruited over 3,000 college students to act as college access coaches to over 13,000 economically disadvantaged youth. That's outstanding. And they also recruited another 6,000 volunteers for National Days of Service. So program-wise, we did a great job. And we also did a great job administratively, because our fund even recognized we had a 108% enrollment rate, which is extremely high, because we not only filled our slots, we filled all the refilled slots too, which meant that our program was very popular. We also had 100% compliance, which showed strong management, and we were in the 90 to 100 plus percentile in our performance measures. Also, our funders let us know that we had excellent customer service for the funder, for our members, and for our site supervisors. And that made our program thrive. But even with all that, we did not receive our funding because of this competitive nature of the cuts by Congress. So what happens next? Well, again, for our grant, we will continue with business as usual because we still have 3.5 more months of our grant. Most of our AmeriCorps members finish in June and some in July. So we want to end on a positive note. Also, probably by the end of the summer, we'll pass in our final progress report, our final financial report, and close the grant up by September. College Access Corps was a big part of our portfolio in our office. It was approximately 85% of our revenue. So it's going to be devastating to our office. Over the next few months, we will still write grants. We'll try to look for grants to replace it. It will be very difficult. And we do have reserves to support operations. Now, what does that mean to everybody in this room? Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be meeting with you, next couple of days, excuse me, I'll be meeting with you individually to talk to you one-on-one. By losing College Access Corps, we're losing 85% of our funding. So that's a huge hit to our office. Inevitably, there will be layoffs. But I will try to delay those layoffs till the end of our fiscal year, which is June 30th, which gives you a little over 3 months. I will also look into severance packages. I'll look into maybe delay increasing your medical. Also, many of you have vacation time that you can be taking. And also, I'll support you in internal hiring and any other hiring outside of the university. I will be supporting you if you need a reference letter. Again, these are very tough times. We also all should have a level head, and we all should work together so that it's a win-win proposition for all of us during this transition. Now, in summary, again, we've had an excellent 3 years of College Access Corps. We've done a tremendous job. However, because of the competitive nature of the grants, we did not receive our funding. So that's the first thing. Second thing, we still have a little over 3 months of our grants, so we all want to work together to end the program positively. And third, I want to work with all of you, and we need to all work together so that we can all successfully transition this tough times. Again, these are tough times. Let's work together and have a win-win situation for all of us. At this time, again, I'll be talking with all of you one-on-one in the next week or two. And if you have any questions, I'm here. I have an open door. You can ask me at any time. Madam Toastmaster. And yes, I would have questions and answers, so I had to.